Greetings, I'm Rick Ward. I'm an investor, an entrepreneur, and a wealth architect with Working Class Wealth Creations. I've put together this little mini-series. It's made up of excerpts from my upcoming book, My Road to Wealth. Each little episode will give some handy hints for you as a beginner, as an investor, to help you along with your journey as a first-generation wealth creator. So let's have a look at this episode on having a vision as you start out investing right now. You really need to have a vision of where you want to go and what do you want to achieve. Just having the simple fact, I want to make more money, isn't the way. Or I hate my job. That's even a worse reason to invest, to build wealth. You want to do it for a positive reason. You want a better lifestyle for your family. You want a secure retirement. Positive things. You want to express your creativity or prove things to yourself that you're capable of much more than working a standard 9-to-5 job. You got to have a vision for yourself. Where do you want to be? And write that down. Make it as clear as possible. Is what do you actually want to achieve at being an investor? And this is going to be very handy for you to reflect back on, because I'm telling you now, there's going to be some emotional dramas along the way, and you're going to question whether you did the right thing. You're going to question if it's all worth it, and ask yourself, in your really darkest times, so why am I doing this? And reflect this back to your journal here of what you intended to achieve and what you'd achieved so far. Your why. Why am I doing this? Absolutely critical. And once you have that set in your mind, then after that, you don't take no for an answer. If there's something that you want and you think you should have it, you find a way. People will easily discard you by saying, oh no, that's not possible, we don't do that here, or it's not possible here. And that's usually someone that comes with professionals, whether it's agents or counsels or something like that. I find normally they're just lazy. They want to do things that's easiest for them. In some cases, you need to be a bit firm and make them do their jobs, or give them alternative ways and ask why. And when they say they can't, say, can I see that in writing? Where's your policy that says that this is not possible? If they can't produce that, and then stick with it. Be a bit tenacious about it. I go back and forth sometimes if counsels don't want to give me what I want, and they can't give me a good enough reason why I can't do that. I persist, and I keep going until they either show me something in writing that says that no, this is an impossibility and is beyond dispute. They usually tend to give in or they work with me eventually, trying to get rid of me. They don't want to see me anymore, so they want to help me solve our problem, so I will go away and be out of their hair. And before, you pretty much always had to do that in person, because the only other way was telephone calls, and it's quite easy for them not to take your calls, take messages, and never call you back. So you often had to front up in person. And today, people want to do everything by emails, and that can be time savings. It's good to set the scene. You find out who you need to talk to, and in an email you can articulate exactly what you want to achieve and how that is. But don't leave it as an email, particularly if they come back with an answer that you're not happy with. You go down and see them face to face. I prefer, once I find out who it actually is, to go talk to them first and tell them in person what I wanted to achieve and all that, and ask for their assistance in how can I achieve that and how can I make that happen. And that usually works much better. And when I go home, I follow up and say, thank you for your time. And I highlight every point I made in that face-to-face conversation. Remind them, and now I've got a written record so they can't discard it as well. There is very few occasions where I couldn't get what I wanted to achieve by using this approach. So don't be afraid to challenge with boldness. If it's something you want, you think it's right, you think it's practical, don't just simply take no for an answer and go away. And further to that point, do as much as you research as you can beforehand. Again, websites are really hard to follow with counsels and stuff like that to find what you're actually looking at. But to have it look through as much as you can. The more information you have when you go there, the better it's going to be for you. And it's not unusual that you'll be more aware of counsel policies and processes than the person you're talking to, and that kind of puts them on the back foot as well, and they may be again more keen to solve your problem and get you out of their hair as soon as possible. So do as much research as you can before you make contact with the council. Well, I hope you found those tips helpful. And if you did, give me a thumbs up. This comes from an excerpt of my video book, My Road to Wealth, so look out for that. This is the kind of content that you're interested in how to create, manage, and retain your first generation wealth. I encourage you to subscribe to this channel, and you can contact me directly on my email, workingclasswealthcreations@gmail.com, or you can follow me on my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn. So until next time, this is Rick Ward helping you on your road to financial independence.